Hello, Assalamualaikum. My name is Mohammad Mahbub Rahman. I am from Singapore Upashaka under Megulo Bazar branch. So, today my topic is understanding important ratios. First, look at what is ratio analysis is. So, what is ratio analysis? Ratio analysis is a method or process by which the relationship of items or group of items in the financial statements are computed or presented. It is an important tool for financial analysis and then is used to interpret the financial statement so that the strengths and weakness of a firm, its historical performance and current financial condition can be determined. The ratios which indicate the liquidity of a firm are current ratio and quick ratio, or it can be called acid test ratio. How can current ratio be calculated? Current ratio, it is calculated by dividing current assets by current liabilities. Simply, current ratio is current assets divided by current liabilities. The ideal current ratio preferred by banks is 1.50:1. Now that we have known the definition of current ratios, therefore, let's look at what are current assets and current liabilities of a firm. So, current assets are inventories of raw material, finished goods, stores, spares, sundry debitors or receivables, short-term loans, deposits and advances, cash in hand, prepaid expenses, income receivables and marketable investments and short-term securities. Next, current liabilities. Here are some current liabilities: sundry creditors or bills payable, outstanding expenses, unclaimed dividend, advance received, incomes received in advance, provision for taxation, proposed dividend, installments of loans payable within 12 months, bank overdraft and cash credit. Now that we have finished looking into liquidity ratios, next is leverage ratios. Leverage ratios tells us the financial measurements that look at how much capital comes in form of the debt. Some of the liquidity ratios are debt equity ratio, proprietary ratio, debt to capital ratio, interest coverage ratio, debt service coverage ratio. Next, we are going to talk about debt equity ratio. It is a very important ratio in financial analysis, and this ratio indicates the relative proportion of debt and equity financing the assets of the firm. Now look at debt equity ratio. What does a debt equity ratio means? This ratio indicates the relative proportion of debt and equity in financing the assets of the firm. It is calculated by dividing debt by shareholders' fund. Simply, debt equity ratio equals to borrowed debts divided by owner's equity. And what you can get from that is that the higher the total debt ratio, more risky is the situation. Next, from the leverage ratios, interest coverage ratio. It shows how many times the interest charges are covered by interest before income and taxes, out of which they will be paid. Interest coverage ratio equal to interest before income and taxes divided by interest. Higher the ratio, greater the ability of the firm to pay interest out of its profit. from the classification ratio. Next is profitability ratios. Profitability ratios measure the operating efficiency of the firm and its ability to ensure adequate returns to its shareholders. Some of the profitability ratios are gross profit margin, net profit margin, return on assets, return on shareholders' equity, earnings per share, price earning ratio. From them, very important is earnings per share, or in short form EPS. So what does EPS tells us? EPS measures the profit available to the equity shareholders on a per share basis. So earning per share is calculated by preference dividend subtracting from net profit after tax and then divided by number of equity shares. Next we will be talking about activity ratios. These ratios are also called efficiency ratios or asset utilization ratios or turnover ratios. These ratios show the relationship between sales and various assets of a firm. They are inventory or stock turnover ratio, debtors turnover ratio and average collection period, asset turnover ratio, creditors turnover ratio and average credit period. So what asset turnover ratio tells us? It measures the efficiency of a firm in managing and utilizing its assets. So total asset turnover ratio is equal to cost of goods sold divided by average total assets. Higher ratio is indicative of efficient management and utilization of resources. Next, we are going to be talk about a ratio that is called debt burden ratio. It is a very important ratio in terms of our providing loans to potential borrowers of Amar Bari. So debt burden ratio, in short form DBR. So what does DBR tells us? DBR indicates customer debt burden or monthly financial commitments compared to monthly income. DBR will be calculated on net salary of salaried individuals, and DBR calculation is equal to monthly installment of loan of both IFIC and other banks or non-banking financial institutions divided by monthly income and the result multiplied by 100. Value-based DBR will be calculated or considered as monthly income from 35,000 taka to 49,999 is equal to DBR 35%. Monthly income 50,000 to 69,999 DBR 45%. Monthly income 70,000 to 99,999 DBR 50%. Now I'm going to be finishing. So thank you for listening to me. Also, I'm going to finishing with, as we are passing these very pandemic times, so be well and stay safe, follow health and safety protocols, and obviously we'll prevail together. That's all from me.